Now, Prince William, he's finally got his way, I suppose, with King Charles bowing to pressure and exiling Prince Andrew. I think, Prince William, he kind of, it appears it's a win for him, really. And I think, Andrew, it shows that Prince William holds a lot of power.
Oh, it certainly does. This is an ongoing battle about how close he wants to be to his uncle. You might remember, and I spoke about this last time at the Duchess of Kent's funeral, Andrew was there with Fergie, and there was a very embarrassing moment when Andrew and William were photographed being very, very close to each other. You can see they were both pretty uncomfortable. So what's happened is he's apparently wants to distance himself. He doesn't want to have any more photographs with Prince Andrew. He doesn't want him to come to Christmases at Balmoral, so he's been banished from that as well. They're not going to be fighting over the Monopoly board anymore. And it's going to be that sort of basis. It's a clear win for the future king, is what they say in this sort of Shakespearean drama that continues to unfurl every week. And basically, they're being sidelined, the Yorks. They're reshaping the monarch's boundaries. And the 43-year-old Prince of Wales, he seems to be calling the shots now. So a very interesting development from that point of view.
And there is so much drama. I mean, we're looking at the royal family. Things were looking pretty good for the royals around Donald Trump's visit to the UK, but there is certainly more turmoil with the royal family, especially around Harry and his father. Now, Prince Harry is accused unnamed palace figures of sabotage. Andrew, what more can you tell us about this?
Well, it's exactly that, isn't it? He had this wonderful visit under an hour, but it was all tea with the king. And we were sort of talking about this last week, saying, at last, hurrah. As predicted, he was going to go and see his father. He said he's going to focus now on the king. It is his father-son relationship. But all sorts of things were leaked about the gifts that might have happened. He said it sort of felt more like a state visit because they exchanged gifts in a rather sort of formal way. Apparently, he gave a photograph, a lovely framed photograph, not of Meghan and Harry, which would have been interesting on the mantelpiece, but rather of the two children, Archie and Lilibet. And basically, he said it felt very cold, however, and he thinks that people within the palace are trying to undermine him. It's very echoey of Princess Diana's thing about the shadowy characters, the men in grey suits, basically trying to poison her in the press and so on and so forth. Right. And Harry certainly seems to share that sort of view. So it's quite a sad sort of moment where we thought it was going to be so positive. We had the pomp and pageantry of the wonderful Trump visit, but this there's now sort of leaking and sort of at the sides. The good that has been done seems to be leaking away.
Now, Prince William's opened up about the emotional void left by missing his grandparents. Listen to this.
Miss your grandmother?
I do, actually, yeah. I do miss my grandmother and my grandfather. Yeah, it's been quite a bit of change. So you do sort of, you think about them not being here anymore. Yes. And particularly being in Windsor, for me, Windsor is hers. So she loved it here. She spent most of her time here. Showing you around today is very much the case. I'm trying to make sure I'm doing it the way she'd want you to see it. She had her horses here as well, as you can imagine, was a big deal for her. So that's why she loved it here.
Andrew, what did you make of that?
Oh, it's a wonderful, powerful interview with, it's in the new Eugene Levy's show, The Reluctant Traveller. It's going to air on the 3rd of October, this coming Friday. And basically what's happened, he was given a tour of Windsor Castle, and it's the Prince of Wales showing his emotional side. He was very, very close to the Queen and indeed to Prince Philip, and he misses them. He does, as he says, I do miss my grandma and my grandfather. It's been quite a change. So you do you think about them not being here anymore. And I think we can all relate to that, people we've lost and so on and so forth. So what's happening is he's revealing his human side, which is very rare for some sort of people that are being far more open about their emotions. But it's again a sort of positive side. It was a fascinating interview, and it's going to be a really interesting series. But they were in Windsor. I was down there for you during Trump's visit, as you remember. And we visited the various pubs that apparently he went to as well. But a very, very interesting insight into the future king.